Welcome to AI Insights with Micah Gaudet. My name is Micah, excited to talk to you today about AI in the public sector from a practitioner's perspective. This episode and all the episodes on this podcast are summaries of my LinkedIn newsletter, AI in Government. Find me on LinkedIn, connect with me, and subscribe to the newsletter to engage more deeply with the conversation. This podcast is created through Notebook LM. If you want to learn more about that, go visit Notebook LM or reach out to me via LinkedIn. With that being said, let's dive in.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get straight to the insights that matter. Local governments, they're always wrestling with this huge challenge. How do you innovate? How do you manage just this flood of information, deliver better services? And usually you're battling tight budgets, resource constraints. It's a constant juggle. But what if there was a shortcut? A way to be not just informed, but really well-informed and, frankly, efficient, especially with complex data.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We want to pull back the curtain a bit on how artificial intelligence is specifically being adopted. We're talking cities, counties, public agencies, how it's helping improve workflows, support staff, and ultimately serve communities better. And we're focusing on a new kind of AI tool that goes way beyond your standard search. We're drawing insights from places like Civic.AI. They consult governments on AI. And a really interesting article from their founder, Micah Gaudet. It's called Welcome to the Post-Google Search Age.
Post-Google Search Age. Okay, That's quite a title. Definitely grabs your attention. Because, when I think AI in government, usually it's automating tasks, maybe chatbots for citizens, simple stuff. But Civic.AI seems to be saying governments want more. They're looking for custom solutions, things that fit their specific goals, their policies, their budgets. So what does that actually involve? How does that custom approach tackle those core problems agencies face?
That's true, yeah. It's moving beyond just simple automation. The key thing Civic.AI pushes is this comprehensive approach. They offer like a whole suite of services and training. It's about equipping teams for real. So things like use case discovery, figuring out where AI helps most, policy, process automation, even these RAG-based knowledge chatbots. Retrieval augmented generation. It basically means the AI uses specific verified documents like internal policies to answer questions. Super accurate for government stuff. And they cover AI for HR, budgeting, planning. The main goal isn't just, dropping in tech. It's building skills, making sure teams can use AI responsibly day to day within that public service framework.
That makes a lot of sense. Empowering the people, not just installing software. Okay, let's dig into that post-Google search age idea, because Micah Gaudet's article, it brings up Perplexity AI, calls it a search chat hybrid, and there's this new feature, Perplexity Labs. Gaudet seems to think this is a big deal, and TechCrunch reviewers are calling it an on-demand analyst. What makes that such a leap from, just searching online?
Right, this is where it gets really interesting for like City Hall or a county office. Its absolute core strength is reliable sourcing. That's the key difference. So instead of just a list of links you have to sort through yourself, Labs acts more like a research assistant. It doesn't just find stuff. It synthesizes it from multiple sources, verified sources, and it puts it into a concise report with footnotes. Every single fact, literally footnoted in real time. You get live citations right there.
Okay, live citations.
Exactly. And that makes it feel much more like maybe a junior policy aide, rather than just some chatbot making things up. Now, Perplexity has a free version. It searches academic papers, Reddit, YouTube. But the pro plan, that's $20 a month. That unlocks Labs. That's the on-demand analyst part.
Wow, okay. Real-time citations, synthesis. I can see how that's a game changer for government work. Let's make it concrete. You mentioned a really specific example from Gaudet's article, the field test. Asking Labs to create a step-by-step city procurement policy. Wow. For me, that was the aha moment. That's where you really see the potential.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It really shows what's possible.
Yeah.
The results were, well, pretty remarkable. First try, the first pass, Labs generated 9 clean sections, things like objectives, thresholds, ethical standards, and it was backed by guidance from the New York State Comptroller. Solid sourcing.
Okay, impressive starting point.
Right, but then they prompted it to add that local flavor. They said, make it Colorado-specific for a town of 50K. And instantly, Labs swapped in Durango's municipal code, Boulder's bidding handbook, and state purchasing statute.
Just like that.
Just like that. And crucially, like you said, every subheading carried a live reference link, ready for the records division. Total time, about 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds runtime. And minimal rewrite needed afterwards.
30 seconds to draft a cited policy based on specific state and local codes.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's staggering for a public agency. But, does that speed create new challenges? Like, how do you integrate that into existing review processes? Ensure human oversight isn't skipped.
That's a really important point, and it shifts the bottleneck, right? It
Right.
moves from finding the information to validating and applying it properly. But look at the strategic upsides this offers. One big one is transparency from the first draft. Those built-in citations make public records requests way simpler down the line.
Good point.
It also means extra capacity without overtime. The AI does the grinding data pull, so staff can focus their hours on judgment calls on that human oversight you mentioned. And it allows for rapid prototyping. Draft a policy in the morning, maybe spec out a dashboard in the afternoon. You can start a pilot project tomorrow. There's even this intriguing hint about commerce on the horizon, a PayPal partnership, maybe paying for permits right in the chat someday.
Okay, fascinating possibilities there, especially the rapid prototyping. But these core abilities, quick, cited info, how else are they being used? Are we seeing broader applications beyond just drafting policy documents?
Yeah, definitely. These capabilities connect directly to what Civic.AI calls their real government AI use cases.
Hmm.
So, for example, think about an HR policy bot.
Yeah.
It can answer employee questions about policies, benefits, quickly, consistently. That frees up HR folks.
Right, from those repetitive questions.
Exactly. Or a city finance team using AI for budget insights,
Hmm.
spotting anomalies, maybe flagging potential issues before they blow up. Better fiscal oversight, planning departments building smart reports, using AI to help summarize complex data, make it easier for decision makers to grasp. And Christina Samaro, she's a procurement expert in local gov, she notes that procurement has actually been largely leading the charge with AI.
Oh, interesting. Why procurement?
Well, often because of staff shortages, talent gaps,
Yeah.
constant pressure to do more with less. AI offers a way to bridge some of that gap.
Okay, so it's really starting to permeate different functions. Let's circle back to that post-Google search age idea from Micah Godet. He says AI chatbots are still, a small fraction of search traffic overall, but Perplexity's growth suggests maybe that gap's closing faster than we think. What does this actually mean for how we all get informed, and especially for how public agencies make decisions?
Yeah, it's less about the hype or thinking Google search is going away tomorrow. It's not. It's more about this strategic shift towards co-designing um, custom AI solutions that work in real government contexts with real budgets, real regulations, leveraging practical experience like Civic.AI's founder being a former city manager. That matters. What's really powerful here isn't just the speed, though the speed is amazing. It's how it changes the starting point for work. Governments aren't starting from a blank page or some generic template anymore. They can jump straight into a highly informed, already cited first draft. That radically shrinks the time from just having an idea to having something actionable. It's more than efficiency. It feels like re-engineering how public service innovation happens, how we even approach being well-informed.
Right. So just to wrap this up for you listening, this deep dive really shows that AI, especially these tools combining deep search with reliable citations, it isn't science fiction anymore. It's becoming a very real, very practical tool, helping local governments work smarter, serve communities better. It's like giving them that shortcut to being deeply and verifiably informed.
Exactly. And maybe the key takeaway, the really fascinating thing, is how these tools let us not just find information, but instantly validate it and synthesize it, turn it into usable insights fast. Think about how that shift getting organized, cited knowledge almost instantly could change things, not just in government, but really any field where you need reliable information quickly. It definitely leaves you with a question to think about. How could you use this kind of approach to tackle your own information overload challenges?
This has been AI Insights with Micah Godet. For more, connect with me on LinkedIn or visit www.civicinnovation.ai. Until next time, keep turning insights into action.